ready. We're on.
Hey, we're on. Call this meeting to order.
Thank you.
Okay, first item of business here. We do have a quorum. Welcome of guests and public comments. Okay, who wants to say stuff? All right, Robert.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I hate to be a broken record, but that return flow for me is the best thing I've got. I don't have any wells, I got small acres.
Yep.
And that saved my butt. And got a problem down there, you know, in Hudspeth County, after the coup that got rid of Mr. Klein and sort of pushed Mr. Blair out of there, if any of y'all have any pull down there with brother-in-laws, Elizabeth Lovelady, Dr. Healy, you know, we're to the point down there where we're gonna have to probably try to get the signatures to get a water master up here. You know, I deal with Mr. Luna below Fort Whitman, and the guy is very smart, very intelligent, and very accommodating. And if we got any problems, we just sit on his doorstep. But down there, it's not working. You know, they go to the board of directors, they flutter around them, they go to Miller Brothers, they go to some of the other ones, and the rest of us get the one lap to go, and it isn't this finger that they're giving to us with. But if you've got any pull with those people down there, they need to get their act together, or we will get the signatures and put it up to the TECQ and get a water master down. Thank you.
Okay. Okey doke. Well, all right, anybody else? Nobody? Okay, next item of business. I'm not sure, where'd he go? He left already? I'm not even sure what he meant by water master. You can enlighten me if you want now, but did you understand what he said there?
I think talking for down below.
Yeah, no, he's for the husband.
Yeah, but he said water master. What the heck is he talking about?
They need
They
a water
need a-
master.
There's a process to petition a water master.
Oh, is there that it's appointed by the state or something?
Yeah, it's a very complicated and long process.
Oh, okay, well then, that was just informational anyway. I've said enough, so let's go to the minutes of the October 15th meeting, tab 3. Gentlemen.
Make a motion to approve, Art.
Okay. There's a motion by Jarrett, a second by Larry. All in favor of the minutes as presented to us in our folders, packets? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Anyone opposed, same sign. Okay, number 4, Lisa.
Good morning.
Good morning. Get that thing filled up there, fella.
Quick little PowerPoint here, just some brief information on the election, the May 2nd, 2026 election.
Okay,
It's just information purposes. I'm not requiring any action taken this time. So I'm just going to briefly just go through these slides really quick. At any point, maybe after the meeting, if you have any questions, I can meet with you all individually if you like. But for now, it's just for information purposes. Again, we have an election here, May 2nd. We'll be taking applications starting January 14th. Last day to turn in is February 13th, 2026. Oh,
Oh, you already changed it, you changed it.
sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, you do it for me. Again, I've also in front of you is a packet of the laws, the application. This qualification of voters, we're not gonna go into it, it's different from the qualification of a board member. So I just wanted to state that there is a difference, so we will not go into this one at this time. Next, Jay. Again, just laws on board of director applications. Next one. Again, in your packet, you'll see the application, of course, the division that you will be representing and running for, your name, permanent address, date of birth, telephone, email, optional, of course, your any conviction status, and length of residence in the state. proof of applicant's ownership of agricultural land, your oath, and signature candidate, and signature of officer authorizing to administer, your signature. So basically, again, you'll have an instruction page, filing deadlines, nepotism laws, and notes. But again, it's just information, and we will address, January, we'll come and call the order. But other than that, if you have any questions after the meeting, I'll be free to answer any. Okay?
So you gotta bring this proof every time you run up for election, right?
Yes. Yeah, but we can discuss that individually. And that's all I have on elections.
Thank you, Lisa.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Mary, you are up.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Our first report on the agenda is our monthly investment report. Our money market account did slightly drop in rate from the month of September to October from 4.24% to 4.10%. We are still above the daily rate or the monthly rate on the treasury, which is 4.02 for a 1 month rate.
Okay. So we might as well just keep our money there, right?
Yes, correct. The next report is our balance sheet report.
Anybody see anything, gentlemen? You got Mary right there. Go ahead.
Our following report is our net revenue. We are at our end of our fiscal, so this is our final 12-month report. On our net revenue, we fell short by $24,817.
On the income side.
On our income side, correct. On our expense side, we came under by $971,922.
Wait a minute. Hold it. Oh, yeah, okay.
The second page, right?
Yeah.
Page 2.
So it came in under our budget, correct, Mary?
Under our budget, correct, Mr. Mayor.
By that 971.
992.
All right. Okay, I get it.
Following report is our $1,000 check report, a very short 2-pager.
I got a question on number 9. We're using this company for well drilling or just for installation?
Just for the drilling and the installation of the casing.
The casing?
So yes, we got some quotes, he got some quotes. This guy essentially took over the Western Dewatering, Eric Freeman's business.
Okay, because I recognize this company, they're out of Las Cruces.
Yes, Smithco, yeah, they bought all of Eric's equipment, Western Dewaterings, and retained all his men,
So this is ex-Western Dewatering.
Yes.
I was wondering about that.
yeah, and obviously they do a great job, Western did, previous use of district, but we did, yeah, we got quotes.
That's an auger driller, right?
Correct.
And it's, it says here, so it's insulation, so it's actually the drilling and the casing
Those are the two
for
wells.
those 2 wells, okay, and how, what depth,
96,
125?
96.
96?
Mhm.
96,
That's what Western Dewatering is doing, right? 96?
Right.
Right.
And how big are you?
The casing is 16 inch.
20.
20 inch, sorry.
20 inch?
Great.
And where did you put these ones? Where are they going?
In the Riverside Canal and the island feeder, where we can, utilize it whole wide. We had two that collapsed, well, we have a few that collapsed, so.
Replacing two. Okay.
In the same spot? You put them in the same
No.
spot? Nearby?
We have some where that, where Enrique and, Pete, and I reviewed the logs and, you know, where we got the better pumping and, better water, which is, doesn't say much, but as far as better water, but that's where we get some volume.
The Riverside was drilled close to one of the ones that collapsed, that was a very good producer and very good water. So we just moved away a little bit, but it's in the same vicinity.
Makes sense.
And Pete, so they drilled them in 96, where do we put our pumps? About 90 or 85?
Yes, right now, we're gonna have to airlift them because over the couple of days, they have come in with a lot of sand.
Yeah,
So we're
sure.
gonna have to airlift them, and yeah, we'll put them about 4 feet above the 96, about 92, 90.
Are we using the same casings material that we used to use?
No, I believe this is a thicker material. This
Or
is
sta-
something
or
that,
stainless?
Yeah, we spec it out.
yeah, something
It's
that.
Dr.
spec out
Blair,
for us.
Okay,
we provided specifications for the material.
okay, very good,
Pete, yeah, he had it.
very good. Okay. Okay, I have one question on number 40, just because I didn't know, what in the world is that? Land record scanning and indexing, Terralogic document systems.
Ms. Randy, I can explain that. That's a record retention. Our images are now scanned. Instead of having microfilm or microfiche, there's an image for it now.
Okay,
And that's what we've been doing. All records we've been scanning.
is that a machine, or is that just something you send out?
We have, in this case, it was a job. It's public service for leases or valid leases, tax rolls, that we have microfilm.
Okay,
But we also have the machine, but this is just for that project.
okay,
Once a year?
As our budget permits.
as the budget permits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
We're trying to digitize
Yes.
all the stuff that we've got
Okay.
in microfiche and paper,
so
essentially,
you're converting it from the microfiche to this system,
to a PDF,
Into a server.
to a server.
into a server?
Yes.
We're good.
electronic.
Okay, very good.
Jay, I was just reviewing the fuel on these, this dyed diesel and this clear diesel, right?
Correct.
And we're putting the tank, we're talking, this is for the future, right? I'm just looking at this. Can we kind of look into, our consumption of dyed and clear diesel?
Yes, we have all those numbers, yeah, Pete and Claudia provided.
Okay, now would it be a benefit? I'm just thinking, to even purchase the clear diesel?
No, we're just doing a dye.
Yeah, but is there a benefit? Because, I was looking at the amount of gallons that we're consuming with the dyed diesel and the clear diesel. Could we kind of look into what price break we would have with a tank of clear diesel? Just to, you understand what I'm saying?
Sure, yes.
Just to look at both of them and see, maybe we need a tank of clear diesel and a tank of dyed diesel and see what we would save on both of them.
Sure, I mean, right now, the price doesn't vary a lot from the pump price, right? What we're getting delivered today, obviously, when we purchase from the transport,
Right.
it should, because we're having the diesel, the product delivered directly from the refinery. But I reached out to Marathon and Pilot and Love's and Exxon, trying to get prices, and they're like, well, your system's set up, they will not provide a price unless we're set up as a vendor. For the fuel, just with the transport, it's
Right.
interesting. But
Huh.
asking around, it says 25, it could be up to 25 to 50 cents per gallon. But again,
Because I was talking to Scott, he does that, and he was telling me the best benefit he gets from ordering diesels on Monday.
right, Right,
I
I
don't know
heard
if
that.
that's true or
Jared
what,
mentioned
but
that as
I don't know
well.
if you heard the same thing, Pete. But I was looking at the consumption of, you know, we got close to 3,000 gallons of clear diesel and 4,400 gallons of the dyed diesel. I don't know if it'd be, you know, trying to save money if we could use, you know, the clear and the dyed.
Yes, yeah, and, you know, we've got I got 3 estimates, I think we've got from 3 separate, providers,
Right.
and they're all pretty steep. So yeah, we want to get together and discuss that. Our guys, obviously Peter and Enrique and then Dr. Blair and with you all discuss how
Right.
y'all want to move forward.
Right.
There's on the clear, there's a issue too with servicing the vehicles now that we service at Clear and a lot of the participating gas stations, especially Upper Valley. And there's a time issue and a loss of productivity issue with switching to centralized distribution. So on Clear, I mean, obviously on Dyed, we have a service vehicle that distributes that the colored diesel to the vehicles, and so we were set up, but we're not set up for oilers for Clear. So you know, it's more complicated than just comparing the price. Does that make sense? I guess somehow I lost you guys.
No, yeah, we're good. Can you hear us? Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Nobody's talking, Dr.
Because what, clear, you usually use it on the trucks, right? On the road
Yes,
trucks,
on
right?
the roadway, yeah.
Usually we
yes.
would just load up here, right? You wouldn't be no transporting really of clear diesel. So you're loading the truck here.
Right.
The significant portion is loaded here, but some of it, if you run, especially the diesel pickups or the service vehicles,
Right.
or, you know, if you run low on fuel, then you're,
Yeah, because we have vehicles that got fuel, we have vehicles that are in yard, so they have to come here.
I'm not saying it's insurmountable, but it's something to consider in terms of productivity, especially when we have a crew that's out far away, but we could always use that as a secondary filling and not primarily fill from in the yard before the vehicles went out.
Right.
But we would, obviously the vehicles we keep at Rio's yard, the stuff we keep at the KD2 yard, or we're not planning on putting tanks at those 2 yards, are we?
Right.
Jay?
No, no.
So right now, the thought is, being that we use the dyed diesel much more, not only on the equipment, but when we start wells, which does not reflect on this report.
Right, it doesn't show, yeah,
No,
I was
but-
wondering what the total consumption was of
Yeah.
our clear and our dyed.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Because
it's
like right
almost
now,
like, it's almost like a 3-to-1.
It's a 3-to-1?
Yeah, más o menos, it's about a
Right.
3-to-1.
3-to-1?
So our thoughts were to, if we were to go ahead and install a tank, just to install a tank for the red diesel and convert the tank that we have now, which is a 4,000 gallon tank, to strictly green diesel. Where the expense would only be for one tank for the red dye, which is what we consume the most.
Right. Yeah, I was just looking at here, I just compared this month, I didn't go back and compare the other ones, and I kind of thought of that.
Yeah, and I did provide you with
Yes.
and I'm pretty sure you could provide it to, Larry, is a report for the, up to, I believe it's October.
Right.
Which shows, month to month
Month to month.
on the clear and the red,
And the red.
and also shows the fuel trader that's actually going out there and filling up these wells. So you'll get a better picture
A
by
better
looking at
picture,
that
yeah.
report.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
and obviously, June, July, and August, July being the heaviest because the delivery and when we're on with the water. Obviously, it directly relates to the water, when we're delivering water, the clear consumption.
Okay. I just
Yeah,
wondered if
these are
there would be a
report- yeah,
benefit
I had
to
it.
try to do the same thing with both diesels, or not.
Good much.
That's it, that's all I have.
Anybody else?
George?
No, I wouldn't go through that.
I have a question. How international, the insurance, I noticed you paid it in 2 months. Is that a regular fee that happens every month?
Yes, it is.
And for them to do what, administer all the insurances for everybody, or?
Yes, it is a
Yes.
service.
It's a fee for service, so the premium isn't tagged on to, I mean, their commission isn't tagged on to the premium. Because we do have some employees that have elected family or spouse or children, and in that case, their compensation would be added on to their premium.
So we're paying part of the premium?
No, we're not paying a premium. Well, we're paying a premium for each employee for their medical insurance.
Medical.
However, but they're,
Part. Right?
that $1,600 is just for them to administer the plan.
Okay, and are we going into the next round of insurance this year? Is it,
We've already had open enrollment, sir. We start on the 11/1.
and we've decided to stick with Hub?
Correct.
They're doing a
Yeah,
good
they're the
job.
broker.
When is that, the decision to keep our carrier? Is it
Well, we
in
start-
November, is it before the budget, or when?
Well, it's when we start talking budget, and we start getting our numbers from the carriers by July,
Okay.
so. But
'Cause I
again,
always like to get the best bang for our buck, right? So we've
and
had
we
it for a
do,
long time,
and
which is
actually,
good.
the $1,600 you will see next month, it's going up to 2,200, which, you know, is really not much considering on what the premium, what their commission would be on our premium for each employee.
Okay,
And we're very happy with Hub National.
and as we have for the last few years, or how many years? we
Yes,
have?
sir, we've been with them probably 13 now.
Okay. No, I was just wondering what the recurring cost would be.
Going up every year.
Every year goes up.
Okay, Mary?
Following is our credit card report. The majority of those expenses were our employee appreciation. Correct.
What's the legal expense for Lisa? What's that?
That was
Another
the
lawyer or
travel,
something?
Yeah,
that was the travel that you all took to, for the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
to Philadelphia.
Those are Philadelphia trips, my card and Lisa's card and Mary's, we have to split them up for the rooms and the airfares.
Oh, it was for the trip.
Philadelphia,
Oh,
yeah.
trip.
yeah, I
September.
thought she was looking for something.
I'm not a lawyer.
Not me.
Okay.
Yeah, remember the front desk, they did come back in,
They did?
yeah.
Yes.
I guess it was worth
We
arguing.
all gave them at least a call to that after.
Went all the way to the CEO.
They
We
came
tried
around.
that there and it didn't work. They weren't ready.
So we're all banned from Philadelphia, but we got our money
That's
back.
all right.
Right, yeah.
From Mini Marriott.
Oh, that was amazing.
Yeah, you're not, please do not mention rat.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
We got healthy rats over there.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, Lisa gave them a little speech, and yeah, they came back and sent emails, and, yeah, it was, cause yeah, I mean, it's too nice, you know?
This is pretty good at giving little speeches.
But yeah,
English or Spanish?
Stop.
Those doors.
And our final report is our legal and consulting report.
This for the year, and
This is
everybody got
for-
their bill in.
Except for module, mine is still
Except for
pending. Module Sperling is still
Oh.
pending, October.
Okay,
Maria's
Maria hadn't gotten, oh yeah, I see that there. Look at that, Maria.
thank you for the zero.
Yeah, thank you for that zero.
You guys, I'm a bargain. I'll get that to you as soon as I can, Mary, probably the next day or so, so you can.
Okay, thank you.
See what we cost, look at that. Never mind, it's okay, Maria. Another month or so, we'll be okay.
We could probably just go out for November 24th.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Anybody have any more questions? Mary, I guess you can get your bill.
Thank you.
that's great.
All right, Rose. Good.
Morning.
Clear up.
We have no type adjustments.
One of those, no adjustments, that's good.
Our next report, the activity with the El Paso Water Utilities, known as El Paso Public Service Board, and Lower Valley Water District, and tax suits.
Okay. Not much happening. 11 suits are big closed.
Yes, sir. Any questions? We're good?
Yep, we're good.
Our next item is a comparison, the 2023 tax assessment versus the 2024. For 2023, we're 97.8357%. We're now at 97.947, 9470%. And before we go to the next item, I just want to point out, if you look at the percentages for the tax year 22, 21, and 20, you can look at them with this year, our percentages on the current year.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So how'd you do that?
I have
Help
great team,
brother,
I
or
have
what?
great team, outstanding team.
Wow. That's excellent.
Thank you.
Good job.
Our next item for board approval is to certify the 2025-2026 tax roll.
Okay. So we need to certify it,
Yes, sir.
and
it
you need
consists-
all of us to sign off on it.
Yes, sir. And then it consists of the county service charge, exempt water allotment, exempt water non-allotment, tax assessment, water delivery charge allotment, water delivery charge non-allotment for total assessment and charges, $3,473,812.70. I, Rose A. Rodriguez, tax assessor collector for El Paso County Water and Public District No. 1, do hereby attest that the assessment and or charges herein are true and correct to the best of my knowledge and belief.
Okay. And we need to, you need a motion accepting this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
All right. Mike made the motion.
Second.
George second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, same sign. Okay, it's been
Thank you so
accepted.
much.
Are you gonna hand around the sheet?
Yes, sir. I have it right here.
You have it right there? Okay. Go ahead and let's get it done. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rose.
Running a good ship. You and Sonia are doing a good job. That's excellent. Thank you.
What's that check called, Enrique, we were talking about? The turnouts on there? Party door?
Party order.
Party door?
Just a party door.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, she got all 5 signatures, that's wonderful. All right, well, here you go, Rose. That's back there.
Thank you, man.
And thank you very much, Rose, appreciate it.
Thank you, Rose. Great job.
Okay. Now, let me see here, Jay, you wanna say something about Johnny's plaque?
Yes, good morning. Item 7, here before y'all this morning, is to consider a resolution of appreciation and dedication of our district offices here in Clinton, Texas, in the name of Johnny P. Stubbs, our longtime board president and board member.
It's a plaque we're gonna put right up here on the front of the building, right?
Correct. That's-
Okay.
that's the plan.
Is there a picture of it there or something that, for people to look at? No? Ooh, okay, that's all.
We can, yeah,
Yeah,
Jake can pull one up.
Yes.
well,
I was curious,
I don't think-
how many years was Johnny on the board?
Since 80,
1980,
80.
1970.
74.
76,
Oh,
76.
48, little over 48 years.
So I'm sure he's got the record, I'm sure. As long as-
As far as I know.
I believe he's earned that right to be,
Yeah.
that's absolutely.
I think Art's dad was on close to that many years.
Yeah, my father was on there that long.
Do you have the plaque, Al?
Do we have a
I
copy
can
that
pull
shows?
it just says, it's a very simple plaque.
Very
It looks
simple
like the one that's out there, out
We're gonna put it
front.
right up
Yeah,
there.
it'll look just like the one that's out there now.
Yeah, it just says the
Right next to
building.
that one that's out there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put it up here, Dave.
I was just thinking so everybody could see what it says. Have
We
y'all
don't have, we don't have a,
I've seen
all we have is the wording on it, we don't have a picture. They haven't made the plaque yet, so we, obviously, if you
nobody
have any
seen-
questions, but.
Yes,
Wait,
give me a
just-
sec. Let me put it, I need to join the Zoom meeting. real quick.
I can get that. Is it that critical? I don't know.
No, it's not, it's just that before everybody's gonna vote on it, I think they ought to see what it's gonna look like.
Sure.
Do we need to make a motion?
Well, we
We
don't
need a
have
motion for this, or?
Can
It's gonna look like, we've got the wording that's gonna be on the plaque, we don't have a rendering of the plaque yet.
Okay.
It's just what we had sent you.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Is that what you want to see?
Yeah,
Well,
that's
okay.
what it says, because unless we don't have to vote on this thing, do we have to vote on this?
No, you need to vote on it. We
Well,
can-
then let's show them what it
Yeah,
says.
okay.
Sure.
Which one
we
is
just-
this?
we're-
Just show them what it
The
says.
one from Richard, the real.
It's a very simple plaque, and it's honoring Johnny for being there. Was it 74 or 76?
I want to say 76.
Wait a minute,
Well,
76
there's two
is-
different dates, there's the dates that he was the board member.
And then the president.
And then he
You want me to
became
go?
president in,
Correct.
83.
I got
He
it.
became president, I think, in 84. So I was thinking it was 74 or
It's on the
84.
plaque. yeah.
Anyway, it's been a long time.
I wasn't born either one of those days.
Okay, give me a sec.
76.
76 is when he got on the board. And then president about 84?
84 through 2020.
84, so there's 16 and 24, 34, 40 years as president. And almost 50.
Sorry.
Here, I got it, I've got it, Jay, if you want me to show
I just got it.
Hope y'all don't expect 40 years
Oh, of course we do.
Well, you know, 10 years go by, 15 years go
Of
by,
course we
look at
do.
me, I was just like, the new
Of course we
one.
do. We may even want 50 or 60.
Well, I'll still be here.
He'll still be here, that's right. He's a youngster. He's barely been born.
No, I said we'll all still be here.
Wow.
it. You just want to share my screen.
There it is.
Okay, there it is. Johnny P. Stuff for service to El Paso County Water Improvement District as a board member for 1976 through 24. And board president from 1984 to 24. So 24, 34, 40 years as president, almost 50 on the board, 48 years on the board. And 40 of them as president. Yeah. Oh, I see.
You were even born, Jared, were
No, he wasn't. Yeah.
All things great, we're born in 88.
Okay, so that, I just wanted y'all to see, that's what we're gonna put on this, it's gonna be over there by the plaque that we have over here on the side of the building, okay?
I'll make a motion.
All right.
Second.
All right, Larry made a motion, George seconded, that we accept that plaque. Oh, look at that,
That's the one that's
old
out there right
That's
now.
the old one, okay. But it'll be right above that, something similar,
Right there.
okay?
It'll be about.
All right.
At that,
So I have a motion and a second that we do go ahead and do this plaque honoring Johnny. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Anyone opposed, same sign. Okay. So
Thank you.
we got that done, all right? Well deserved, you've been here a long time, did a lot
Yes.
for the farmers and for watching out for our water. All right. Mr. Blair, you're next. Unless you want to put a drinky up there.
Again, on my presentation, I'm back up, okay. Got to share that with them, Jay.
Okay,
Okay, yeah, we're good.
watershed.
Give me an update on the watershed. I'll probably try to be as positive as possible, okay?
Okay.
So, it may not be very much, but I'll try.
Try.
So, this is a hydrograph of the water stored in Elfa Butte, since back in July. So this steep curve part of it is when we were irrigating and taking water out, then we shut down, and they used the water that was in Caballo to finish us out. This last bit here, when it goes down, they transfer water out of Elfa Butte to Caballo. We drain Caballo to do the repair and cleaning, and that's when they filled it back up with 15,000 acre feet of water or so. And then at the bottom down here, as it gradually comes back up, that's the inflow from northern New Mexico, which average has been about 300 CFS or 600 acre feet a day. So I did it. So we went from being below 65,000 back up to close to 90,000. These are hydrographs of the Taos Bridge, which is this one in the middle, and then Ottaway, which is downstream, which has the Chama watershed in it. And you can see about a week ago, the flow increased primarily from runoff, not from reservoir releases, and it's held higher with some fluctuation. A little bit of that water came out of Colorado, shown as from the Taos Junction Bridge, and the rest came out of the Chama Basin. It's just now reaching us down here at Elfa Butte at the Narrows. I don't know how long it's going to last. You can see the Colorado surge has already started to play out, but the Chama flow, the Chama's still there, and we can only hope that there's another rain front coming through. I'm going to talk about that. It just stays wet up there, and we get, instead of getting 300 CFS inflow, we bump it up to 600. I'll talk about what that means for us if we can stay at 600. That's the snow water equivalent. So, you know, early November, we usually don't even show this slide. Well, it shows what we thought it's 0.
Yeah.
It's sort of funny. There was 0.4% of normal for October. There was a little snow in Colorado in October, but it melted. That's probably what we saw on that hydrograph. And there's no snow right now. So it's hopefully that thing's going to look multicolored here pretty soon. Good news. This is our good news slide. There is a storm coming through. You know, it's raining in predicted to start raining in California by Friday. And so they've got our watershed in the for the next 6 to 10 days at the 60% or above, so that's good. And almost all the United States is above for the next 2 weeks. Bad news, temperatures are going to be higher than normal. We're used to that. It seems like every year they're higher than normal. This is a 30-day outlook. So it was issued almost 2 weeks ago. And then they issue for the rest of the month. For the entire month, they're issuing it below normal. So the rain that's coming through, they don't expect very large totals to reach us, but maybe California will get most of it. But hopefully, Art and I were talking earlier that we're hoping this cycle it repeats itself about every 2 weeks, and we hope we have some chances to get some good moisture out of the Pacific this year, although the La Nino impact shows that we should be below normal. Palmer drought, good news is that we're at mid-range drought in the Chama and the Colorado sheds, so that's where all our water comes from, so that's good. Getting the water from there down to us, of course, is a more heavily or drier soils, but right now we're getting the water through the watershed pretty well. We're losing about 300 CFS out of that 900 at Ottaway, and to get it down here, and so if it stays at those numbers, that's not bad. So that at least there has been some rain here this fall and early winter to wet down the watershed. Here's some storage numbers for you to look at. Like I said, we're about 90,000 right today. Yesterday, if we go back in time, look, last year, we weren't that much different, you know, from that 30,000. I mean, every little bit helps. If you go back to 2 years, 2020, 2018, so 21, we had a pretty good year. So, and in 18 and 2019, we had a lot of water. We actually filled up the reservoir, which got us actually some water for 2020 was carried over. So there is a chance, both of these years, we had, I think we had full allocations in the 2019. I know we did then. I think 21 we had a pretty good allocation. So there is a chance to be at this low in the reservoir and get it filled back up. So that's the good news. The bad news on this slide is in 2012 we were at 115, so we were basically 35,000 higher, and that was the worst year in record. 2013 was our drought record. We only had a 6-inch allocation. So it can go both ways. So basically this number tells us we don't have the water yet, but we have many years which we did get the water, and then we had some years that we didn't get any water and had more in the reservoir to begin with. So you can't read a whole lot into this storage right now, other than if it was a large number, then we knew we had the water ready for next year. But being a low number, you can see some of these years we had full allocations the next year, and some of them we didn't. Some of them we had the worst allocation on record. If I project out those hydrographs we're looking at the low end, I'd expect to get another 70,000 acre feet by March 1st. And if at the high end of it, if it stays, the watershed stays productive, we'd be looking at about double that to 140. Not all that's usable water, but that would, if everything goes, we'd have 150 is sort of the low end I'm predicting, which is okay. Not something that we can start the year off with, but that's just, but at least it gets us to where we were last year starting, and then and possibly up all the way up to 210. We're still looking at a late start that we have to coordinate with EPCWID, and I think the board remembers that if we don't release simultaneous with EPCWID, that we have some issues with having to pay for all the losses, which the losses last year were almost 40,000 acre feet at the start of the season. That's when the losses are the most. So to save water, if we do it with EPCWID, we share those losses and we don't have to pay for them all. So I'm still predicting a June 1st, just a mirror of the start date we had last year on doing that. With that, I'll answer any questions.
You think it's, Al, you think it'll be favorable that we'll be releasing with the EPCWID?
My estimate for right now, without any, we don't know, we'll have to see what happens, but is with these numbers, we would not release until June 1st.
Right, but EPCWID is gonna be releasing about that time as well, or?
Yeah, that's historically, we haven't talked to, it's too early to talk to EPCWID about that, but that's been the time that they need the water when it gets hot and we need it. And
Okay.
so I don't think I don't know if Enrique remembers. Enrique, have we ever released later than the first week of June?
Not that I remember, no.
It's been a while,
No.
but it's been standard. We got kind of used
June
to
1st.
releasing in June for a while.
Yeah, I think they need to get the water to some of their guys pretty bad at that time, and we obviously do too.
So we always try and release the same time.
Right.
Yeah, we'll go on. When we're in this drought, it really pays for us. We have to be very coordinated with EPCWID. So, right now I'm predicting is sort of the best case is that it's a repeat of last year. If we can get there, I'll be happy at this point. But we'll see. There are probabilities.
If we can get to last year, that'll be, because I've been thinking it might not, but.
Yeah, I mean, if you go back, we started about, last year, we were, 32,000 higher, 33,000 higher.
Yeah.
But that's not a huge amount of water as things go, so, it's important, but not a huge, so, hopefully it's not gonna be, the 2013 is what I'm worried about, so.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so it's early to predict this stuff, but in January, when we come back, we'll have better numbers.
All right.
We don't really rely on the snow until February. It's really, statistically, it's very difficult to draw conclusions until the first week in February. All right, thank you.
All right, well, thanks.
Thanks, Al.
Enrique? We could always send somebody up there doing rain dances or something.
I might have to start.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't wanna see it.
I don't have much, but just wanted to give you the final numbers for the return flow
Okay.
to the end of the year. Again, still comparing 2022.
Okay.
So in 2022, we delivered 130,054 acres. At the end of this return flow, we finished with 131,726. So just a little over 1,500 acres more than 2022.
Wait a minute, you said 154 and 132, you said it backwards. Right.
2022 was 130,054
Oh,
acres.
oh, I got you.
And this year, 2025, 131,726.
Okay.
I heard the same number.
Yeah. Okay, I understand you. So we did a little bit more.
Just a little bit.
That's good.
So we'll start preparing for next year.
Yeah, well, you heard even Robert was shining up to you there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he appreciated it. And Ricky, you did good on it.
Thank you. And I want to thank everybody for,
Well, it was rough, but
Yeah.
if we have to do that again next year, we'll do it. But we're hoping it's easier.
hoping for more.
And what we're terrified of is, like he said, 2013.
2013. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
all right,
Thank you.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Enrique. Great job.
All right, Pete.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Pedro. Okay, let me share this. Hold on. So these guys on Zoom can see it as well.
Okay, well, let me start off with some of the stuff that we're doing that I do not have on in the slides here. We still have all the mowers out there, both on the drains and on the delivery system. Just finishing up, I think with this last run, we should be good till next year. I'll be running the herbicide probably till about another week or two, and then I'll be parking them, I'll start winterizing those trucks and start parking those trucks. Right now, we got some work going on the Riverside extension over by the Hanson heading. We're replacing the cables on those radial gates. We'll take a look at the ones upstream from there, and if they need replacing, we'll also replace them. Again, both wells have been drilled. We just need to airlift them. Unfortunately, our boom truck went down the last day, so they just got it fixed on Monday. So hopefully here by Monday, we'll resume with the installation of the pump and getting those wells developed. Right now, I've moved all the excavators to both the Riverside, above Hole in the Wall, and to the Island Main, but we started already shaping for Shot Creek, trying to get ahead of the game a little bit. Once we're done with the Montoya A with the excavators, I'll move those excavators down here to the Island Main, and I'll pull those excavators and put them back on the drain. So right now, you won't see any excavators on the drains, other than probably the Bradall, and that one is just hitting problem areas as we speak, wherever we got any blockage or anything like that. With that said, I'll start with this PowerPoint. So right now, we've already taken this block to the machine shop to, I can't remember the name, Auto Parts on Texas.
Car parts.
Car Parts, there you go.
Check with them, while you're there, check with them on the oil and, lube and everything. They beat everybody's price.
Okay, sure will. So, this is just, this is the engine that went up there to Car Parts here, last week. So we just finished rebuilding the one I showed you guys last month, and this was another one that we're having to rebuild. We'll kind of just show you a couple of pictures of what it looks like after.
Is that a melted piston?
I'm sorry?
I was gonna say,
It's a melted piston.
what am I looking at?
Yeah, it's the piston. That's the block there. So yeah, that's your pistons
They
there.
got stuck.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Go to the next one.
Is it not working?
Is it right side or left side?
Either one, press it out, ¿qué pasa?
On the right side. Right.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay,
Is
there.
it starting them with ether or what? Is that what causes that?
That, yeah, I think that's probably running like extremely, probably rich or something, or it started leaking oil. So, now these are all diesel, so.
Wow.
And they're all the parts that came out of that engine. So we know where everything goes when we start putting it back together. And then some of our drains within the city of El Paso. And you won't see too many of these, I just do a couple
Is
of.
that the west side?
West side, yes, sir. Yeah, it's all about on the Montoya drain. And then these are some of the ones down here in the valley.
Pete, are you having much trouble with beavers?
Yes. Yes, in fact, we just had to break a beaver dam last week.
Yeah, 'cause
Where are they congregated?
They actually like to make their dams either very close to the culvert. I've even had, the one they did last week was inside the culvert.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a challenge to get them broken.
They don't discriminate?
They
East
don't
side, west
discriminate,
side,
no.
wherever?
Oh, no, they're
Anywhere
everywhere.
on the-
They're everywhere.
But they build them right back up.
Yeah, it'll take me longer to break it than it does for them to rebuild it.
Because I had Orlando calling me the other day about some back there and
I talked to him, we already broke that one, we broke it last week.
uh-huh.
Yeah, he did mention it, that he had spoken to you.
Yeah.
Is there a hunting season for beavers?
No, but actually, what, all you need is a hunting license.
Yeah.
And as long as you don't trap them, that you're gonna keep the pelt, is that, it's called the pelt?
Yeah.
Yeah,
As long as you're not gonna keep it, being a nuisance, you
Go to
can
town.
shoot 'em, yes.
That's
From the season.
No, there's no season. We usually try to catch them before April, because in April is when they have their pups. So the time to do it is before April. Right now, you're gonna catch a whole bunch of little ones.
So next meeting's gonna be out there at the drains.
We'll put
Pretty
Lisa in
much.
charge of that department, right? Lisa can handle the.
I got Martina in
licenses.
charge of that, yeah, and we do have, certain ways of, getting rid of them.
There's a consistent one right there in front of Boya's house on Riverside. Bagels are,
Yes.
haven't got to get him.
Yeah, so we've gotten pretty good as far as, tracking them on where they drag inside the drains.
Yeah.
So we'll look for the drags. We will break the dam to where we leave a little section to where when he comes back to rebuild them, then we'll catch them or relocate
Oh, I
them.
thought you said.
Relocate them.
Relocate them. I like that relocation. I like
Can
that.
you, can we bet that? The exploding targets?
No. Okay, so this is a couple of our pictures with our mowers doing some of the, some complaints. And then a lot of this has to be done by hand with weed eaters and so on and so forth, because
Wow.
the fence is just so close to our right of way. This is right here on the Franklin, just upstream from Passmore Road. And then we do have a tree crew, that's all they're doing is out there just getting rid of trees. This is over by Jefferson High School on Franklin. And the before and after picture. This on the Juan de Main here below Pittdale. And then some of our mowing that we're still doing up in the Franklin. Keep in mind that the Franklin, we try to do it as often as we can, but we really do a thorough job during this time, because the mowers, we actually put them inside the channel, because the banks are just so narrow.
Is that by the zoo?
That is up by the Piedras in that area. This one here is, this one is down below the zoo.
That's good. Well,
That's the zoo right there. This section here is right at the zoo. The zoo's right there to the right, Coliseum.
we haven't started anything, right? in that area? Or the
No.
grant, the
I'm sorry?
grant work or anything
No.
like that?
So this is, again, there by the zoo. There's after we're done. And again, oh, you hear this area here, we're having to cut the fence so we can get in, and then we'll fix the fence once we're done with it. Remove that ramp. This is up to about eucalyptus, piedras, copia. This is a pit that we had actually dug out to remove the clay soil, and then we backfill it with sand. And here it's already been backfilled with sand. This is the drain that we're installing the flume over the top of it to connect a private ditch from one end to the other. That first picture was the area before we went in there. This is the finished picture of the Montoya lateral over by Lombardi. I showed you the pictures last month with all the utility lines going over the top of it. This is actually a completed picture. And City of El Paso's gone back and repaved the street. This is the work that we're doing on the Riverside extension. This is above hole in the wall. We're going from hole in the wall to well, actually this is the island main, and we're going downstream to hole in the wall.
Wow. Wow. That's silt?
That's just a
sediment?
whole bunch of sugar sand, yes. Yeah, that's the same sand that we use to fill those pits that we did when we're trying to get the clay out.
Is this where the D6 comes in, or D10?
No, this is all done by the excavators with our long reaches.
Oh,
Oops. So that's a picture of the one I just, can you back up one here? That's the way that Riverside is looking after we're done. And we're getting about a good 4 feet of sand out of it. And we're also narrowing the channel to try to speed up the water.
Trying to make that special honey, the sand honey.
Yeah.
This is the Montoya A. We have done already more than half. And we're getting ready to start laying liner. I want to hold off on this on the liner and start shooting till probably January. I want to go ahead and complete it. I have gotten with the City of El Paso. We will be replacing the culvert underneath Woodland. The catch there is that we're going to have to do half the roadway and then do the other half because it's that neighborhood, that's the only way in and out. So we're going to have to do it in two parts. City of El Paso will pay for all the material, and then we're the ones that are going to do the work to make sure it's done in our standards.
Is that going into the Willows?
I'm sorry?
Is that what goes into the Willows?
No, this is up there by Country Club. Is just where you see those guys is on that side over there. That's Country Club. It's right below Country Club on the Montoya Drive. There's rebar we're tying to the existing culverts. Then as we go in there, we notice that this turnout here apparently is in pretty bad shape. So you can see the pipe. So we were there, we might as well replace it. That's where the new turnout goes in. That'll be the only turnout that will be replacing in this area. Same area. That's what it looks like after we're done with all the earthwork. This is just downstream. So this is the section we're on right now. We should be done with this section by this week. And then the island main, of course, we're getting all the sand out and starting to reshape. We'll be doing the same thing we did last year with the island main. We'll be doing 1,000 feet at a time. That way, when the demand of water comes in, we can get out of it pretty quick and not have to redo what we've already done. Same thing here, it's just taking a lot of sand and we're just reshaping and getting ready for shotcrete. And that is the end of my presentation, gentlemen. Any questions for me?
Looks good. Your main shotcrete, focus then is on the island main, or?
Right now, we need to finish up the, branch A, which is a grant. But, right now, our priority is to do both of those. That's why I've started with the earthwork over here, and I'm finishing up on A. I figure maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I'll be completely done with the A. Then we'll bring all the equipment down to the island main and full force on the island main. We were able to do, I think, almost 3,000 feet last year.
Right.
So if we were to do 3,000, we should get up to the I-72, which is
Wow. Okay. More the better.
Okay, thank you.
All right,
Thank
thank
you,
you,
Joe.
Pete.
Great job.
Thank you, Pete. Really appreciate it. What did they give me? They give me all the way to Sharon.
Yes.
Let me look here. All right, go ahead, Sharon.
Okay, we have one subdivision, and it's 3665. There's an aerial in your packet, and here's the land exhibit, and it's transformation interest for commercial park at Camino Real. Licensing has reviewed this application and recommends it for approval.
Okay, let me make sure I'm looking at the right place. Is this down around the curve of the 375 and slip?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And next to Mount Carmel Cemetery.
Not the Mount Carmel Cemetery, yeah. So there's some stuff going on with Mount Carmel too.
Some warehouses going in.
All over the
This
place.
is by,
Yes, all over the place.
All over the place, warehouses,
is this by the Sled Port of Entry?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right in front.
Pretty close.
Right close, yeah.
Okey doke. And say that again, Sharon?
Licensing has reviewed this application and recommends it for approval.
Okay.
I'll make the motion.
All right, Larry made a motion, George seconds. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, same sign. Okay, Sharon, you're off and running.
Okay, so the next 7 applications are intercity fiber net, they're for fiber optic cable, all of them are subsurface at various locations. Licensing has reviewed these 7 applications and recommends them for approval.
All subsurface too.
Yes.
Okay.
There's more than 7, isn't
No, there's 7, to get you down to the big, get you down to the big. Well, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
All right, Jared made a motion.
I have a question.
Okay, have a question.
On these projects, as it relates to a master plan that may be coming, we don't necessarily entertain them. Where I'm going with this is a master plan for East Left Port of Entry. And there's a master plan for the road and all the kind of concrete stuff's gonna be happening. I'm sure we're all over that, but when it comes to land that we're approving that has a master plan implication with TxDOT, city, federal government, where do we fall in? If we approve something like this, are we just kind of going along, and just let them deal with it later, or what are the implications that we have for approving let's say the fiber optic that's going through something that may be eminent domain, or something that's proven, and that's not really what we want as a master plan. Let's say we're going against a master plan.
We, the district, the board does not approve any project for any entity as a whole. If they're crossing a facility, it's one application per crossing, whatever's incorporated in their master plan, it's submitted to us per application, per canal, per station. So if they're crossing the Franklin Canal 8 times, it's gonna be 8 separate applications. They're not bundled and approved as a whole, none of it.
So it's on a case-by-case basis?
Every single one.
Okay, whatever happens down the line, that, you cross that bridge.
These fiber optic companies, they have, if you will, a master plan or the schematic that shows the overall design. And we send them our maps and they locate. We have a meeting with them and tell them this is what we need to submit applications for. And they're all individual, and that's how these come about.
Okay, so you look at the big picture, because I.
We do, if
I
they
see
provide
each one,
it, I
and like,
mean,
okay, I really don't see the big picture, you know what I'm saying?
it's easier to understand and make sure, so we give some direction. So there have been called delays on their end. I mean, we try to help out as much as we can. So if we can see the entire picture of what their overall master plan is, so, you know, there's how many applications you need. Of course, we don't take action till they submit and the application is administratively complete, and Sharon does a great job of that, so, but
Okay,
as far as the port of entry, we have not heard anything. They've not come to us. We have no coordination with anyone at this time.
okay. Second.
All right, let me think, no 7. Jared made the motion, Mike's just seconded it. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, same sign. That's for those 7 applications that are all subsurface intercity. Okay.
Okay, the next application is 3652 by Mount Carmel Cemetery and Catholic Diocese. It's for a 25-year license for a private roadway. This private roadway is going to be a roadway that's gonna give access into the formation interest, the subdivision 3655, as well as the next application 3653. So they're both off of the south side feeder lateral, but they're at 2 different stations.
Different spots.
Yes.
Okay.
Did we approve both of them at the same time?
Yes,
Would you like-
licensing has reviewed these two applications and recommended.
I move to approve these recommendations by the
Both of them,
administration.
right?
For both of them.
All right, Larry second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, same sign. Okay, go ahead, you're doing good.
Next application is 3665 by the city of El Paso to El Paso Water Utilities. It's for a 25-year license to install an 8-inch sanitary sewer line. And at Loop 375, licensing has reviewed this application and recommended for approval.
I move to accept 3665.
All right.
Second it.
George made the motion, Jared second. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed, same sign.
Okay.
Next two.
Two licenses by Lower Valley Water District, 3674, 3675, for a 25-year license. One is a sanitary sewer line, the other one is a water line, and crossing the Daughtery lateral. And this is for subdivision Sunset Valley Unit 2. Licensing has reviewed these 2 applications and recommends it for approval.
Move to approve.
All right, Mike made the motion.
Okay.
George second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, same sign. Okay.
The next one is at 3687. It's by Bain Construction for a temporary construction license. It's to construct a water line across a Mesa drain. And licensing has reviewed this application and recommends it for approval.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Larry made the motion, George second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, same sign. All right.
Next one is 3690. It's also for a temporary construction license by GNC Development. Within the Mesa drain. Licensing has reviewed this application and recommended for approval.
Make a motion to approve.
All right, Jared made the motion, Mike seconded. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, same sign. Okay.
Next one is 3691 by Tropicana Property Incorporated for a temporary construction license to use the right bank of the New Mexico Street to construct a pool at 817 Forest Willow. Licensing has reviewed this application and recommends it for approval.
Is that in the Willows, in the upper
Yes,
valley?
it's in the upper valley, yes. in the
So they
upper
just want to use the drain
Yeah,
access
that's what
that we
access is
just
back
cleaned?
there. Yes,
There, we just
so they
cleaned.
just need to get to the bank so they can, they're breaking down the rock wall so they can have access to the back of the water.
That'd be quick.
Yeah.
I move to accept 3691.
All right.
Second.
George made the motion. Larry
Yes.
seconded. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, same sign. 14.
The
Yeah.
next 2 are non-objection letters for natural gas service. Like application 3661 and 3662 for gas lines, for the Horizon replat subdivision. Licensing has reviewed these 2 applications and recommends it for approval.
What does that mean? Letter of no objection?
What do you mean, state right there?
Or what?
So,
What is that about?
They're gas lines, service lines that, for subdivisions that are being installed within the roadway. So they're gonna be either, basically there's culverts, so they're gonna be within the roadway, a surface right of way. There was a lawsuit with Texas Gas,
Yeah, there was a lawsuit
so we
about
came to an agreement, and this is how it's been working.
That's how we.
Yeah, that's why these two are because of a lawsuit agreement.
And it's a high pressure line, right?
No,
No?
Yeah, but they still need our approval.
yes, they submit everything, documentation, so we know, yeah, obviously we have in our query.
Second, I'll second.
All right, Larry made the motion, Mike seconded, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Anyone opposed, same sign. All right,
Okay. The next two applications, are under the master license, existing license 2050 for the county of El Paso. Applications 3597 and 3598, to place a concrete, sidewalk across the Tornillo Canal and the Alamo Alto Drain at Henderson Road. And they are gonna construct a shared use path. Licensing has reviewed these applications and recommends them to
all
approve.
right, a question, is this anything to do with that path across the county or whatever the heck?
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Is that going to interfere with our,
no, so these two applications, so the county of El Paso has a license with the district for all the city streets, the county streets. So Henderson is part of the county. All they're doing here is putting a sidewalk across the drain at within the existing right of way.
Within their right of way.
Henderson Road, yeah. So it's just a sidewalk.
right next to
sidewalk.
Henderson Road?
Right, parallel Henderson Road, across the lateral
Yeah,
and across the.
that extension of those.
Across the Tornillo, yes, so it's just a sidewalk, they're not,
You're not doing,
Encroaching beyond their space.
you're not encroaching or anything?
no, this is parallel to the roadway and connecting to other sidewalks, you know, as
Okay.
a subdivision.
I was wondering about that too.
Yeah, but they're asking us about
Yeah.
it, so, yeah,
No,
because remember if somebody tried to steamroll us here.
Right.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Okay,
Okay.
all right, Mike made the motion,
I'll second it.
and Larry seconded, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed, same sign. No, okay. Well, that gets us through our, open agenda. So we need to go into a little closed session agenda here. So let's take about a 10-minute break. And then we'll come back in closed session. Thank you.